Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get going with the global call shortly. Unfortunately, today we will not have Hindi translation with all of the India leadership pretty much in Bali, and it's looking like welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry there, had to close out the YouTube link that I got set up. So YouTube is up, ladies and gentlemen. That will be around. And unfortunately, it's not looking like we are going to have Spanish today as well. Our Spanish translator is not responding. So unfortunately, this call may be in English only. So we will make sure to ask your leadership for recaps. We're looking at an English only call today. Okay, once again, guys, welcome to the call. This is Paul Barlow, IX Global President. Joe Martinez, our CEO and founder, has asked me to do this call again. We've all been traveling around a lot over the last week. Myself and our CEO, or our, director of I apologize. It's early Monday morning and I'm forgetting titles. Luke Epps is our chief of relations, and he was with me in Mexico. CEO Joe Martinez, COO Misty Martinez, and our head of India, Anupam Thakur, are all in Bali, along with all of the India leadership. So everybody's around the world, guys. I got home late last night from Mexico, so apologize if I'm not quite they say not remembering all the things at the moment. So with that said, guys, unfortunately, there is no translation today. All of our India translators are in Bali, and we did not hear back from our Spanish translation. So we do have this available in both here on the YouTube Zoom, or I see here on the Zoom and in the YouTube link that should have been getting passed around to the announcement channel. So with that said, let's get going. Welcome again to this call, guys. We've had a great start to the year here in January. There's a lot of new things going on and a lot of new items that we've rolled out and that are being rolled out. This has been an exciting beginning to the year, and I'm excited to continue to tell you what we've got going on. And of course, as we always do every week when we begin this call, we start with the mission of the company, which is to innovate, inspire, and impact your life. That is the platform upon which IX Global has been built. And one of the things I like to mention always when I get the privilege of doing these calls is that means, things change quickly here, guys. This is a fast moving company. You are going to find that things quickly become different. We move fast. We break things. Sometimes we're not quite up to speed. We are a technology-based company. We've created a digital platform for entrepreneurs around the globe to grow themselves, grow their wealth, and grow that with their communities. And so with that said, things move. They're not always working at 100%, but with that said, we grow and we move and we get through things. So we'll be sharing a bunch of that going through here today. But this is who we are. This is the foundation of who we are. We're always going to provide you with the cutting edge of digital products and services, and maybe potentially other products and services if they become available and become something we think is worthy of the community. So that's who we are, and that's what we're all about. And with that said, guys, we do have this disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. We do not give you financial advice. We share financial financial education with you. We do not provide investments or returns on investments. We sell licenses that mine digital rewards tokens, and we give financial education. So please take anything that you learn from IX Global to your registered financial advisors. Ask them for if that you should be participating. Get their advice. Where we are not here, once again, making any promises. We make no guarantees, as you can see here. And you always, if you decide to participate in these financial markets, there is always risk of loss. So please only put into financial markets. If you decide to make that decision, please only put in what you can afford to lose. And this is that's the way financial markets work, guys. We offer education. We offer, mining licenses that offer digital rewards. And, we think we've got some pretty exciting and interesting things that have worked in the past, but past results are no guarantee of future success. And there is always risk. So please be aware of that as we move forward. So with that said, guys, let's talk about our financial education. These are the platform and the products that the company started with, our financial education services, where we teach you how to operate in Forex markets, crypto markets, binary markets, sometimes stock markets, all the different types of markets. And so these are the results from our various experts in channels from the month of January. You see, we were just under 6,000 total pips gained in the Forex markets during January, an overall 77% win rate in our binaries, 79% in our synthetics, and 72% in IEX India. So you do see, guys, we have incredible experts. They do teach live classes. Those live classes become on-demand training that you can watch at any time. And we also have our experts sharing signals, trade ideas, and thoughts in their Telegram channels. And this is what comes of those. You can see that here. Once again, no guarantees, no promises. Past results do not guarantee future results at all. But what I can guarantee you, the only thing I will guarantee you, is that if you get involved in the financial education and you learn and you participate and you do it for enough time, you will be better than you were before. That's the only thing I can guarantee you, that you will become better and more educated in the financial markets if you follow these experts and if you take advantage of the education for a significant period of time. So that's that, guys. So our community is continuing to grow. Over 1,600 new brand ambassadors this week, which is extremely impressive considering that the entirety of the Indian leadership is on a retreat in Bali. Guys, we're growing at an absolutely phenomenal rate here. Just under 200,000 brand ambassadors have joined this movement, and over 200,000 have joined the entire community through our app and other venues. And so, guys, this is exciting. Even with all of the travel and even with people doing the different incentives and trips and all of that, we're still growing at this phenomenal rate. You guys, I'm extremely impressed, and thank all of you for your vision and for your dedication to this company and to building your own business in your own communities, because in the end, that's what we're doing, and it's reflecting in the numbers. So with that said, let's continue to new updates. Now, some of these are new and some are repeats because they bear repeating. So as we go through this, if this is your first time on this call, of course, all of these updates will be new, but some of these updates are for some of you will be repeats. Now, I also want to just interject one point here before I go forward. I've been assisting with customer service over the past week as people have been traveling. And as I talk to many of you and I get calls from some of you out in the field and some of the leadership. And the one thing that I would say is a point of contention for me, I'd say it bothers me straight up. It bothers me. What bothers me is when I get questions that were answered on this call or on the Wednesday training call. So here is what is my point I want to make to you. If you are serious about building your IX Global business and you're serious about, increasing your wealth, increasing your community, and growing over time with us, you need to be on this call. Okay, you need to be on the Monday call at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. It's every single Monday, and you should be on every single Monday. There is also our IX training call every single Wednesday. You should be on that IX training call every single Wednesday. You notice we try not to make these too long. They're anywhere from half an hour to an hour. So at most in a week, we're asking 1 to 2 hours of your time to get the appropriate announcements, to get the trainings, okay? And what bothers me is when we put these things out and then I start getting questions about it the same week or days later. So I know many of you also do this part-time, you have jobs, but we record every single one of these and we put them on our YouTube channel. So if you cannot be here live, please take the time in the evenings after work when you have a little bit of time. Once again, we try to make these as efficient as possible. We don't go on for hours and hours. So we're asking for 1 to 2 hours of your time. And what would make me extremely happy and the entire corporate staff, and especially the customer service staff, is if you guys, before you come to us with your questions and before you put in tickets into the system, you make sure that you've watched these training calls or this update call every single Monday and the training call every single Wednesday. And if you've done that, I promise you about 70 to 80% of the questions that you have will be answered. Okay. And if they're not, we're going to do it on a future global call or a training call. When you guys bring things to us, we appreciate it. It informs us and it allows us to then come to these calls and give you this information. So please, as your president, I am asking you, if you're serious about building this business, to take the 1 to 2 hours a week to be part of this Monday training call, whether live or on YouTube afterwards, and also the IX training call on Wednesdays. Those 2 calls are the only 2 calls we do. And by doing so, you will be up to speed and up to date. And if you duplicate that through your teams, you will also find that you will have less issues and less problems with people not understanding what's going on. Okay. So with that said, let's talk about what we've got here. So the X Node Summit After Movie is now available. It is on the IX Global YouTube channel. Simply go to YouTube, search for IX Global, and go to our channel, and you will find this video. It's really cool. Our marketing and audiovisual team does a great job with these videos. They're great little marketing tools and marketing pieces. It's also on our Business for Home article that was just published last week as well. We put an article out with a review of the X Node Summit at businessforhome.org. So you can go there, read that article. This video is also at the end of that. So, and you can use these all as touch points and marketing pieces for your communities. And I encourage you to do so. This is exciting. It was such an exciting event. There's a recap in the article, and then this video gives a hint of the energy and the excitement that we're going on there. So please watch them, share them, use them with your communities. Along with that, as I mentioned last week, Joe Martinez, our CEO and founder, has made it a point to continue to create content for you and for our communities to, number 1, learn yourselves, and number 2, share with others. We have episode number 5 here with Roy Nelson, one of the Debt Council. Joe has tried to interview now each member of the Debt Council in a podcast, and he is putting that information out. And these guys have incredible information, every one of them, all 4 of the different members of the Debt Council, and they all have very interesting, thoughtful ways that they go about doing their business. So please watch this podcast episode along with the others that have already been published, and use these to share with your community as well. These are also on the YouTube channel. Once again, guys, we try to publish all of these important meetings and podcasts and events on YouTube. So please go to the YouTube channel to find that. Another call to action, guys, for that Business for Home. As I mentioned, we had that article go out last week. We're going to have several more articles being published soon. Please take the time to go find our articles, comment on those articles, share those articles with your teams. It's a great way to go out there and expose people to the IX Global concept. And if you make $5,000 or more a month with IX Global, we highly encourage you to submit to be on the top earners list. We want people to know how well we are doing with IX Global. And as I've mentioned before, guys, this is the absolute best way I have ever seen for you to show how well you are doing in a compliant manner. Okay. You're not supposed to go out there, and we don't want you to be making any income claims on your social media or anywhere else. Those are problematic. So do not be doing that. But what you can do is submit to this website, and then tell people to go search you on this website. And then they will be able to see for themselves how well you are doing. This is third-party verification, guys. It's a credible site. Businessforhome.org is the most visited site by network marketers around the world. And so once again, guys, massive credibility and complete compliance when it comes to showing the world how well you're doing. So please take the time to get on this website. It's very easy. If you go to the site, you can submit it. I don't believe it costs any money. I don't think it costs any money to do this. And now to become a recommended distributor, I believe there's a small fee. We do highly encourage you to become recommended distributors as well, because that helps you. It helps us with our rankings. It helps us to stay at the top of the momentum rankings here on Business for Home. So take the time to do that as well. Once again, guys, businessforhome.org. Go to the articles, comment on the articles. If you are making enough money, please submit to become a top earner, and then also become a recommended distributor if you can. It's worth it, and it's worth it to you and to the company. So let's talk a little bit more, guys, about Awaken. This is quickly coming upon us. January is over tomorrow, and that means we have just under 1 month left of qualification for our 3rd year anniversary edition of Awaken in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Guys, this is going to be an absolutely incredible event. We will be celebrating 3 years of the company, and I know our CEO and founder, Joe Martinez, has some special things in mind that will be going down, and you do not want to miss them here at this Awaken event. So, oops, I went too fast. So with that said, guys, here is our leaderboard for the Awaken event. You can see we already have over 40 people fully qualified for the event, and of those 40, about half of those have been double qualified to bring a guest. So have over 40 people fully qualified, have over 60 people already that should be coming. And we have 1 more month left, guys. We want to see that number double and triple in the next, by the end of February. So you guys, many of you here, you see your names on this list, you're close. Let's get you there. And if you're not quite on this list, you still have the opportunity, if you make a big push over the month of February, to get to the Dominican Republic. So guys, we'd love to see all of you there. Congratulations to everybody on this list who has already qualified. We're looking forward to seeing you there, and everybody who is close and or is looking to get there, we look forward to seeing you as well. Let's make that big push over the next month of February, and you will be able to make that happen. So let's see you all in Punta Cana. I look forward to shaking each one of your hands there. Here's a reminder, guys. This has been out since the Xnode Summit, but the Biz Pro app has all things you need to know about the debt box. We get lots and lots of questions about debt box and about working with the business and being able to promote it to others, and also just the different little mechanics of working with your debt box mining, your wallets, and everything. Just about all of that information, guys, is here in the Biz Pro app. You can download it from the App Store, from both the Apple and the Android store. Let me see if the next page here. Nope, that's not there yet. There was a QR code. It looks like we don't have it here right now, but you should be able to find it there. Sometimes, guys, they are updating this app. It is a brand new app. So I've had people telling me, oh, I can't quite access it yet, or I'm not finding it. Just be patient with it. They're continuing to add more information to it, do updates constantly. It is a brand new product from the debt or service from the debt box as well. So just be patient. You'll find it, and you'll be able to use it to build your business and understand the debt box better. In fact, once again, what debt box told us is that customer service wise, they're going to be able to send you on your Biz Pro app answers to your questions when you contact their customer service. So it's an incredible tool. There is a free version, and then there is also going to be a paid version, but with the free version, you can get everything done that you need to. Okay, so that's the Biz Pro app. We also have debt payments enabled. Guys, this is something, once again, we launched last week. I hope some of you are taking advantage of this. If you do not like, I've actually seen many people with the Bitcoin payment system, with the coin payment system, they wonder what happens and why their payments aren't clearing so quickly. Well, that's due to the blockchain networks. There's nothing we can really do about that. It takes some time, but through debt payments, you can have your payments processed essentially immediately, guys. Okay, so here's how it works. You log into your back office, click on go to products, go to the Xnode account, and then you are going to come to this page. And on this page, once you are in your Xnode account, you click Purchase Xnode License. Once you've clicked Purchase Xnode License, then you will be brought to this screen where you're going to choose what you want to purchase. Right now, Bev blocks and V box are available in the product section. There will be a little drop down there. Choose your quantity. The price will immediately populate, and debt payments will populate. Once you click Submit, you will be taken to your debt payments login, where you log in with your debt box information. Very simple. And then you will come to your debt payments page where you will pay in debt token. So this right now, the payments are all in debt token. Make sure that you've acquired a sufficient amount of debt token through whatever method you need to, whether through mining or purchase or swap or whatever it needs to be, and have that sitting in your debt wallet when you make these purchases. And then the other point here is you will have to wait 2 minutes from your login to do this. Why? That's a security feature that the debt box has implemented to make sure nobody can steal somebody else's 2FA and come in here and do this type of thing. Though any 2FA will expire in about 30 seconds. So they do 2 minutes just to be safe. So once 2 minutes have passed, you put in your password and your 2FA token, and then your order will be completed essentially immediately. Your licenses should be implemented immediately, and all of that. So if you're somebody who wants it done immediately, and you're not you don't like the waits that come with the coin payments or the Bitcoin system or that we have, then use the debt payments method here that we just showed you, and it's going to allow you to have your licenses and things in your products that you purchase from Debtbox implemented immediately. Okay, so debt payments is an exciting addition to our system. So we have some more Xnode announcements here through the admin updates from Xnode. So we have Xnode price increases coming, guys. The Xnodes are selling so fast here at the beginning of the year. The new projects are moving forward quickly. I will share with you those new and updated prices. They will be going live tomorrow, January 31st at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Why is that? That's when the new cycle begins for mining from debt tokens. So we're going to try to be syncing up price changes now to the debt cycle. And that debt cycle starts at this point currently every day, the 24-hour cycle of mining at 5 p.m. So that's when the new prices will go into effect right at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, January 31st. And on the next page, we'll show you those prices. Hosting. I've been getting a lot of questions about the hosting, guys. Okay. So some announcements on that. Number one, the tech team has been working all month. We told you we would, by the end of January 31st, would have this ready for you, or by the end of January, and we're going to have it ready by the end of January. Okay. So first and foremost, hosting is complimentary for the first year now on all 2023 perpetual license purchases. It's just included in the price. It is covered. We have gotten some reports that some people aren't mining and initially right out the gate, but that's all being fixed in the background as we speak. Please be patient, guys. This has been a much more complicated process getting going. The hosting has been new. We've been dealing with tens of thousands of people trying to get them all on the hosting. So it's all going to work itself out over the next few days. Okay. So please just have some patience as hosting gets out allocated, as you get your new licenses. If you've had a Bev or a Blocks license for over a week and it's still not mining, well, then please you send in a ticket to customer service. But sometimes it's taking a day or two to get that hosting up and running. Our tech team is working diligently behind the scenes to get those hosting credits up and running as quickly as possible on the perpetual licenses. But please do not freak out if it's not mining your first day. They're doing it as quickly as they can and getting that up and running. Then we have the X cloud hosting. This is something also that, as I said, this has been a much more complicated process with integration between IX Global and between the Debtbox than they initially anticipated. But even with that said, the new cloud hosting option will be available tomorrow, January 31st. What time? I cannot tell you. Just sometime during the day tomorrow, it should be up and available and ready. Keep an eye on your back offices for that. and for that SKU to appear in your back office for payment. And you will have, these are going to be the purchasing options. You'll be able to purchase 30 cycles at a time in multiple quantities, or a 365 cycle purchase in multiple quantities. So monthly or annual, you will have both payment methods available, and or excuse me, purchase options available, and that will be up to you. Now, I do have one more note on that. Sorry, I'm going to pull up my phone here because it didn't, we got it last second, didn't make it into the presentation. So when it comes to people that, so with the licenses, if you do not have your hosting, you do not believe the hosting is working for Bev or Blocks, number one, verify that the licenses are in your account first before you send in a ticket. So make sure those licenses have been allocated to your accounts. Log into your Xnode account and verify that your licenses are allocated, and then click on the hosting section and verify that there are mining hosting credits showing there. Okay, that's something. And number one, you should you can do this both on the app or on the computer. I recommend you do it on the computer. It's a little easier to see. Once you get into the hosting section, you should click on more details. Okay, so whether you log in on the web or whether you log in through the app, there's going to be there's hosting, in the navigation. It's on the bottom of the app. It's in the left hand screen of the web. You click on hosting, and then you're going to see a little box pop up. And there's a more details that you can see. Click on more details, and you will see if you have hosting credits or not. So if you do not have those hosting credits, if you verified the licenses are in your account, and you've clicked on that more details in your hosting section, and there are no hosting credits, then apparently we are, I'm sorry, I'm reading this and I'm trying to interpret, so apologize for not being completely whatever on this. So, but then you should reach out to IX support first, and that's the IX support first. And then if they can't handle it, then we'll refer it to debt. So that's the process. If you do not have your hosting credits, if it's been more than a day or two, and you have verified your licenses are in your account, and you click on that hosting section and you go to more details, and there are no credits in there, then go ahead and reach out to the IX support, and we will get that fixed for you. Okay, so that's hosting. I say the xCloud hosting will be available tomorrow, and that's where we are. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, guys. We're working, like I said, once again, working the best we can, and sometimes these implementations and these connections between the different systems and companies do take longer than expected, but I promise you, behind the scenes, the tech teams of both companies are working as diligently as possible to make this all ready. And these are new things and new items that are being rolled out within the next month or two. This will all be smooth and streamlined, and that's just this is the way it goes with, as I mentioned, guys, we're innovating, we're constantly moving fast and breaking things, and sometimes it takes a day or two or a little while to get these things completely up to speed. So that's where we are with the hosting. So here are the prices, guys, that you see. These are going to be the new prices as of tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. We have Bev that will be at $2,000, and Blocks as well. They'll both be at $2,000. Aluminum and XPLR are bumping to $3,000, and DLG is bumping to $2,000. Okay, so I'll go back once again. You can see Bev and Blocks up there this is once again tomorrow, January 31st, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. This is when these prices will change. $2,000 each, Bev and Blocks, aluminum and XPLR, $3,000, DLG, $2,000. So you have between today and tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time to purchase at the current prices, and then those prices will be jumping to these. Okay, there it is all on one sheet. Again, I'll give you all a second if people want to take a screenshot of that, and then we will move on. All right, guys, this is another thing we've talked about many times, but we're going to continue to talk about it because we continue to get reports of people saying they're missing token or they've had their account hacked. Guys, you have to be very aware that we are a target now. DebtBox is becoming well known, and hackers from all over the world are trying to access your accounts. Okay, so number one, do not search for the DebtBox online. Just don't do it. Do not search. It's not a good thing. It will be, you may click on a phishing site without even knowing it. and then they may get access to your account. So please either type in directly into your browsers, ixglobal.thedebtbox.com, use the app on your phone, which is also much more difficult for hackers to access, or go to your Xnode account and click through your Xnode account to get access to your debt box. So going in your IX Global back office, clicking go to products, clicking on your Xnode dashboard, and in there you can click directly through to the debt box site. That is also safe. So those are the measures, guys. Please enable 2FA security. This is the most important thing you can do. This should be your best friend. Download the Authy app or Google Authenticator, and then do not delete them ever. You need these 2FA on your phone for the rest of your life, literally the rest of your life. And please guard your phones and your 2FA with your life. This is what will secure your debt box accounts and secure your tokens and everything for you. So please enable your 2FA. We have the disclaimer as usual. We can't do anything about this, guys. The cryptocurrency wallets are yours. Once you've made a deposit from the mining pool into your wallet, it's yours and we can't touch it. We don't have access to your Debtbox accounts. Debtbox does not have access to your Debtbox accounts on purpose, because you need to be able to have full control over that, but that means you are also fully responsible for it. Neither IX Global nor Debtbox can do anything about your account if it gets hacked. So please take every precaution and every protocol to protect your accounts. So that's it, guys. This is whatever it takes. This is what we're working on here right now. As I said, we've had an incredible January. We know that they're with the new projects, the new hosting, the new debt payment system, and we should be having a new exciting payment system coming on within a week or so as well from Debtbox Payments with the international bank, where we can do fiat to crypto transfers within our own banking environment. All that's coming, guys. So this is an exciting year, and with excitement also comes, I say, the different growing pains that go on. We know the hosting thing has been an issue this entire January. We're continuing to work on it. It will be smoothed out soon, and we appreciate each and every one of you for being part of this community, believing in this vision. And I will make one more plea, one more time, guys. You and every single person on your team and every single person in this community, all 200,000 of you, should be watching this meeting every single week, this global call, whether it's live or on demand. We should see 200,000 views on our YouTube channel, as well as our IX Global training that we are doing Wednesdays at 10 a.m. as well. Those are your two key information gathering places from the company. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there, for you to be promoting it to your people. And we're going to keep doing whatever it takes, guys. Like I say, Joe, Misty, and Anupam are all in Bali with our top India leadership. Luke and I were in Mexico last week, and we're going to keep moving around the world. We're going to keep improving. Oh, one last point as part of whatever it takes. So we are increasing our customer service staff on this side of the world. You may have noticed this last week that things may have been a little bit slower, and it's been because of the travel, guys. People are all over the world right now. We're trying to get to your tickets. Please be patient with us. We know some of you, it's been taking a few days to get things handled. We will get all of your issues handled, I promise, okay? So please be patient as we do that. Please be patient as we expand our staff around the world to keep up with this exponential growth. And we will have more and more people and more systems in place throughout this year in order to support you and support how quickly we're growing. We're on track and we're doing well as far as moving towards our $500 million goal. And remember, guys, just 2 years ago, we did $20 million in a year. Last year it was over 200 million. This year we're looking for 500 million, and we're doing everything we can to grow and support you with that. So what I apologize for some of the tardiness of the customer service over the past week, especially in the Western part of the world. And we will continue to do whatever we need to and whatever it takes to support you and get those things handled. Okay, guys? So with that said, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you next week here on this call, and we will go from there. Thanks. Have a great day, guys.